Ololade. How do you pronounce your name? Ololade or Ololade?
Ololade.
Ololade. Ololade. Wow, I've forgotten my Yoruba, so I'm struggling. So you need to help me.
Ololade.
Ololade.
Yes, Ololade.
Ololade, is it true that you were featured on CNN?
Yes, I was.
Is it for your beautiful face? Because I didn't see the beautiful face. Or for something else?
For my work. I'm a fashion designer. I have a store I shot it in 2016. I had a store in Victoria Island, Lagos. And I used to make clothes for some people in Nollywood then. So it was fashion and Nollywood that they came to interview me, and an actress at that time, Uru Eke. So we're featured in CNN out of Africa.
Out of Africa, on CNN?
On CNN, yes.
Do we have some of our photographs? Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be able to show some of your photographs today. Because,
okay.
Yeah, because, send to your email. Oh, it could, yeah, okay. Send to your email is better too. So, tell me about it. You were going to be featured on CNN. What did you do? What did you do that is so important or that is so significant that CNN had to feature you?
For me, Pastor Sunday, when I started my business, I had it at the back of my hand, the importance of being diligent in what I do. People told me different ways of succeeding. You need to know people. You need to know that person. And I remember I was talking to a friend one time, and she was telling me, I want to meet this and I want to meet that. And I told her, I said, for me, it's not about the people that I know. It's about the people that knows me. It's about my products, my deliveries, what I'm able to deliver. Yeah. And one thing that really stood me out in the fashion industry in Nigeria and that really helped me was the fact that, Pastor Sunday, I was not joking with my job.
Yeah,
I took my work very seriously. Before I started House of Dorcas, and God was telling me that I'm going to go into fashion.
Okay, your business was called House of Dorcas?
Yes, House of Dorcas.
Okay.
God told me quite a lot of things, but 3 things He told me was I needed to have truthfulness, faithfulness, and integrity. And I held on to those things.
Right.
And that really helped me in the industry. It helped me so much. I was on different TV shows. I was in different magazines. I was in different magazines on TV. And...
Yes, go ahead. We're hearing you.
And I was on front page of Punch magazine. I was in Nationwide. I was in different magazines. I had 8 pages interview in Genevieve magazine. I was in This Day magazine. There was no time that I picked the phone to say, oh, this is what I am. Please, this is what I do. That didn't happen. Everybody called to say that we need you to come on a magazine. We want to interview. We want to come and see you. And it was because of my work and the favor of God.
Now, is it also true that you are the one dressing the big woman of Lagos?
Pastor, I remember I had an interview with one magazine and they asked me similar questions. And I asked the lady was like, oh, tell us the name of your clients. And I said, I know what you want me to say. Tell you the name of the people. I was privileged to dress quite a lot of people, Pastor Sunday. And all my clients were very important to me. Both the one that has names, both the one in politics, both the one that has this and all that. And my very loyal client, that nobody knows them, but they were very loyal to me. So, and God used my work to expose me to quite a lot of people. Yes, I did dress quite a lot of people in Nigeria.
So, but you don't need to mention people though. Just mention positions. Somebody said you are dressing the wives of governors and Nollywood stars. Yes.
Well, Nollywood stars, quite a lot of them became my friends. You know, yeah, quite a few governor. There was one that was actually inviting me over to her. She was always having events in her states every December. That is Cross River Imoke.
Yeah.
She used to invite me for a program every December. We go to meet through my work as well. Quite a lot of them. You know, different people in politics. I met Abacha's daughter as well through my work as well. I just got a call, you know, that she saw something I made in the magazine and she invited me over. I met, yeah, there are quite a lot of them that I met, and, you know, they were always coming to the store, or, you know, they'll call me, I'll go over to them.
The Bible says that the gift of a man will make a way for them.
Yes, totally. I agree to that.
So you know exactly what that means.
Pastor Sunday, I'll tell you, that is my entire story. When I was coming to, you know, I came to try Nigeria in 2005 and I was frustrated. So I left and I went back to London and I told God, I said, Lord, I don't want to do this thing. I'm coming from IT. You want me to go and do fashion. It's not working for me. And for some time, for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I was very rebellious. I didn't want to hear God. I was very intentional. So I was keeping my environment busy so I wouldn't have that communication. Until one Sunday morning, I was cleaning the fridge and I heard that the same way I sent Moses back, I'm sending you back. And God said, Lord, I've missed you so much. I'm like, God, I've missed you. Let's talk again, you know. And God told me that you're going to go back into the fashion industry. You're going to go back and do fashion in Nigeria. And he told me why I had to go back and do fashion in Nigeria. And I said, okay, I have some questions to ask you. I don't know anybody in Nigeria. I wasn't living in Nigeria. I don't know anybody in Lagos. You know, before I went to England, I was living in Ibadan. And I said, so who are going to be my customers? How am I going to make it? And he told me, he said, people will come to you not because of you, but because of me. And that you will not need to look for people. People will look for you. And he told me something, said that you'll be called sought out. Kings will seek you out. He said your names will be mentioned in places that matters. He said that wherever the wind blows, there will light take you. And that you don't need the sun or the moon to be your light, but will be your perpetual light. And Pastor Sunday, that was what I held on to and I came to Nigeria with. And believe me, that was exactly what happened. I remember my first interview in Genevieve magazine. I just opened my store, my first store in Surulere, and a friend of mine came to the store and said, Lola, your things are very nice. I wish you know people. But I would have introduced you to Mrs. Irabo. But you know, because you don't know anybody, you have to know somebody for somebody to introduce you. You know, she said it. And I told her, I said, I don't need to know somebody. I know somebody already. And she left. And that was in February. So I think 2 months after, I had the fashion show with Adebakari. We had the fashion Adebakari and some other people in VI. And that night I got home, my phone kept ringing. And one of my staff said that somebody has been looking for me since morning, Mrs. Irabo. So I'm like, Mrs. Irabo looking for me. Eventually she got through to me the second. I said, Lolade, one of my staff went to Pack and Shop and saw your things. I didn't know they were made in Nigeria. They are beautiful, fantastic. We want you to come on our magazine. We want to interview you. We'll bring the model. We'll do this, we'll do this. Pastor Sunday, you know, my friend said that because I didn't know anybody, I wasn't going to go into Genevieve. They called me and they gave me 8 pages interview. You know, so it's actually see a man that is diligent in his ways. And another thing God taught me through this was that I had an interview and they were asking me what I learned from the business. I said, it's not me building a business, it's God building me through a business. You know, and in as much as I know I had the hand of God over my business, I know the things God had told me to go and do with the business and everything, God made me understand I had to be diligent. There was one day I was in a prayer meeting in church and they were saying that we should pray that God should prosper us. As I started praying that prayer, the Holy Spirit told me that don't pray that prayer. Pray that I make you. That whatever your character can take is what I'll release unto you. You are blessed to
Brilliant.
That I make you. You know, so God made me understand that it's all about process. So I didn't say because, Pastor Son, if I tell you that I will deliver your dress 12 o'clock, I will not sleep until I deliver. I had to be one with my word. And one thing God told me in the business as well was, he said, he's in charge of the skill. You know, when people come, they say, because that person is the wife of Kiliko, this one is this one, increase your price. And God told the other day, you are not going to do the things the way people do it. You know, they would want to invite me to fashion show and I would love to go. You know, I'm like, I have to go for this fight. And God told me that you are not here to do fashion show. You are here for something better and big. You know, keep your head down. Because he told me, he said, I'm going to hide behind the cross, that no man will see you, but they will see me.
Amen.
So it taught me that I need to be diligent. And I passed that to my staff as well. You know, we had a culture in my business, and I told them that I don't have, I don't believe in servanthood. You know, I believe in you serving, but I don't believe in you. I need you to come out and be who you are. I need you to be a leader.
You don't want to encourage subservience.
Yes, I want my staff, I want them to grow. I believe in growth. You know, so there's some of them that we started 20,000 salary, and I'll tell them, you want me to increase your salary, and I'm ready to do that. Prove to me your worth. Tell me what you can deliver on. If you can do that. Personally, there were some that I started with 25,000 naira that before they left, they were earning over 100,000 every month. You know, because we had the culture of being and I bring people into my business to come and train my staff. You know, we train on service delivery, we train about customer services, we train about excellence, you know, because the Bible says that, see a man that is study to show yourself approved, a workmanship that needs not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You need to study to show yourself approved in everything that you do. You know, you need to be there. You can't just be praying, God bless me, God bless me. You need to study to show yourself approved. You need to learn. You need to grow. You need to you have to be active, and that's what God taught me through the business. I'm going to talk about you. Some people are asking, who is this beautiful lady here? Well, this beautiful lady is a Nigerian fashion designer that has been featured on CNN. She is the one that is dressing the who and who's in Nigeria, dressing the, you know, all the Nollywood people, governors' wives. And do you dress men too, or only women? Only women.
Only women. Okay. Why do they call you Lolade Adoneye? Some people are writing that. Some people are writing that as your name here in the comments.
Yes, that's my name. That's the name on Facebook as well.
Oh, okay. So people phone you out. Some people know you here. You say because I introduced you as Ololade Tebitope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So is it Adeneye, right? People Adeneye. Yes. So Lolade is a fashion designer, a new face of fashion in Nigeria, the one that produces. We are going to see some of our work, by the way, before we go today. But your focus on quality is inspiring. Is because I think that quality, that touch of quality, is probably what has separated you and made you to be so prized and valued by all your clients.
Yes, Pastor, totally. You know, because you need value for your money. It's important. You need value for your money, and I don't believe in quantity. I believe in quality. You know, I believe in putting effort into whatever you're doing, and that. I'll say that I remember when I went to Nigeria in April, and I saw some of my clients, like, Olade, please come back, we missed you. You need to come back and everything. So I was talking to one of them and I said, Olade, do you know that after there were a group of us that were talking about you, and we said that we've really missed Olade. I think we're fantastic. You know, some people, I remember there was one time, there's a designer in Nigeria, an Italian, but she lives in Nigeria. She's a fashion designer. She called me one day and said, Olade, I want us to have a meeting together. You know, let's meet in Ikoyi for tea or something. So I said yes. So I was joking with my friend. I said, this Oyinbo wants to meet me. Maybe she wants to give me secrets so that can help me to fly more. You know, and I got to the meeting and I was quite humbled. And she had to say, Olade, that I was talking to some people, you know, about my business don't do well. And they told me to come and talk to you. Wow. That you're doing very well, you can help me. I was really humbled. And because we pay so much details and attention into what we're doing. Personally, I love quality so much in my delivery and in my services that I shot my business. I'm in uni in London studying fashion and textile.
Again, you went back to university.
I went back to do a degree course in fashion designing. You know, and when I did that, some of my friends thought I was crazy. Ladi, you're very good. Why would you close your business? What are you looking for? You know, but that wasn't, I wanted more. I'd gotten to a stage in Nigeria in fashion industry that if I want, you know, if in Nigeria, when we equate success, our meaning of success is quite funny. You know, they'll say, but you're always in the magazine, you're this, you're that. That's what we call success. But for me, that is not the meaning of me being successful. If I want any magazine to interview me in Nigeria, it's not a big deal for me. If I want to be in any program, it's not a big deal. So that's not my definition of success. You know, and
people say that you are so good and your products were so good that you are not paying for any of your features in magazines. Hello? I hope we didn't lose her. Okay. What's happening? Did we lose her? Hello? Maybe because we're let's try to show yeah, it's me already. Let's try to show you some of our product. I'm going to try to show you some of the things she has done and she's doing for you just to have an idea of who we are talking to. Yeah. Put it off. Put the sound off. It's not. Yes. Now it's okay. So yeah, she's going to come back. We're going to get her back. She's a lady that is a fashion designer that introduced a lot of new stuff in Nigerian fashion industry, and as a result of that, she became very popular instantly. CNN had to come to Nigeria to shoot her and to produce. They featured her work as some of the pride of Africa, the new face of Africa, and new things that is coming out of Africa. So if there is a program they used to have out of Africa. So our products were some of the things that our program is one of the things that was shown to demonstrate to the world the new things that God is doing through Africans and the things that are now coming out of Africa, the quality. So she is a leading fashion designer. But what you heard what she said. She said she believes so much in quality that she's shut down herself. Her fashion house is called the House of Dockers, and she shut it down and moved to England. And the reason she moved to England is to do higher education, to get more herself, more equipped. So she wanted to have a degree in fashion design, in fashion design, and not just to be talented in that, but to have a degree in that as well. Because she was actually an IT person before. She was, basically in IT, and God called her into fashion, and then God honored her and, made her very successful and very influential. But then she said, no, I don't just want to be successful and influential. I want to be the best in the world. And that's one thing that she's known for, because she's always been known for quality. Her products are known for quality. I mean, you know that if CNN comes to cover you, that is no joke. That means you have something to offer. So that's exactly what the situation was with her. She was so, good in that particular, in the thing she's doing. And so we are going to have her back now. And she was just calling, but we're going to get her back. But we also want to show you some of her products, the things that she has been doing. But I think it's better to get her back before showing you the product, so that she could comment on those products. We're going to get her now. Okay. So her name is Lolade Adeneye, I think. Yeah. Where is she? Can we see her picture? Let's see her on. Hello, she's on. Can you show her what she's on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go get her on before the close. We are going to show your face now. People are waiting for your face. People are waiting for her face. So I want to show her face. Okay, she's here. I'm also going to show some of your products.
Okay, Pastor.
Yes, I'm going to show some of your products, and I want you to comment on them as I will be showing them, because some people are coming now. Some of the people are actually asking for your telephone number, but I don't think it's safe to give your telephone number right here, because you look like a beautiful, attractive lady. I don't want to get into trouble. So they will not say it's Pastor Sunday that exposed now. I don't want to get into trouble so that nobody will be cornering you in London and Nigeria and be saying it's Pastor Sunday's fault. So if you want to get Lolade, go and get her on Facebook. Her Facebook is Lolade Adeneye, right? Adeneye or Adeneye? Adeneye. Yeah, so Lolade Adeneye is her name on Facebook. So you better go look for her by yourself. Don't let my hand. Yeah, I'm not a matchmaker. Don't let my hand be in the thing. So, but there are ladies, there are women asking for your telephone numbers. I'm sure the ladies want to probably get themselves some stuff. But let's see some of the products that you do, if you don't mind. Can we show some of your products?
Yes.
And you are going to comment on them for us?
Okay.
Yes, and you are taking us to the world. So let's see some of the things you are taking to the world. I'll comment on this one. What will you say about this particular?
Okay.
Yes. We are hearing you. Can you see it? Oh,
I can see it.
You can't see what I'm showing you. Okay. The one I'm showing now, how do we describe this one? The one I'm showing now is a white top. It's a white, white shirt. Sure. Yes. And a skirt that is, is it flower I'm seeing? Are these flowers or what?
The Ankara print.
What do you call them?
Ankara print. The skirt is Ankara.
Okay. Tell me about it. Is it Ankara? This one is like something is put on top of it, though.
I put beads on them.
Oh, how do you do that?
Even the pattern on the Ankara, I changed the pattern with the beads on the Ankara skirt.
Okay, that's a kind of. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the shirt is a lace shirt.
Okay.
The time I made that, we had a collection in the store that I called My Fair Lady.
Okay.
It was My Fair Lady collection. So we had a lot of lace dresses, lace kaftans, lace shirts. Then I did the shirt with the Ankara print. And the Ankara print, we now put it. That Ankara skirt past the Sunday, I'm sure it will weigh like 50 kg.
No.
It has lots of big work on it. It took us like 3 weeks to do the skirt.
Beads?
Yes.
Are they beads that I'm seeing black something on the corner like that?
Yes.
Those are beads, eh?
Yes.
I see. It looks very exclusive. Can anybody pay for this one?
Oh yes.
But how would they wear it?
They'll wear it like a skirt and a shirt.
No, but you say it could weigh up to 50 or something.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it is very heavy. It is very heavy.
Wow.
But it's definitely wearable.
Yeah, if it's so heavy, and women will be wearing. So I think for the sake of beauty, women will do anything. I guess.
Yes, so past one day, we will know.
Okay. So is there any other thing you want to say about this particular combination, or we should show another one now?
Because I'm not saying it properly, so I can't really say that.
Okay, I'm going to show you another one now. Okay. This other one is a photo of. There are 3 of them. One of them is white to the right, with me, I don't feel describe this thing. No. Maybe my wife will come and help me describe what I'm saying. I don't fit. Oh, one of them is white. One of them is. To me, they all look like rags. They say they are like kaftans. Is it kaftan you call it?
Yeah, long dresses.
Long dresses. One is like black white. You know, mixture of like zebra kind of black white in the center.
I can't remember.
You can't see what I'm saying, eh?
Can she see you?
Can you see me?
I can see you very well. Can you see me, Pastor Sunday?
Yeah, but we are going to see. I'm seeing you, but we want you to see what we are seeing here, so that you describe for your potential clients that are that are watching, that are looking at this thing. Well, I just did explanation. That's the only thing I needed. And I want to see what is going through your mind as you are doing it. Sure. Is it? Do I show this way, or is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I can. I see. Yes, that's it's a jumpsuit. The first one, the one in front, is a jumpsuit with a cape in front. That's actually. Oh, I didn't have the one that a client bought it and she wore it to an event. It's very beautiful. It's a jumpsuit but has a cape in front and you can hold it on the side.
You are talking of the black, orange.
Yeah, that first one. Yes,
okay. That
first one. Yeah, that's the only one I can see. Pastor, move your hand to this side a little. Okay, there's a kaftan on the side, 3/4 length kaftan on the side. There's the lace kaftan at the back. The lace kaftan is very, very nice as well. It has some details in the middle. That was when we had my Fair Lady collection in the store. Was when I did that lace kaftan. It was really nice, very nice. They're all very nice. And the 3/4 length kaftan as well. I had some stones on them. You know, when I'm working, fabrics goes first before I design.
Okay.
You know, somebody was asking me when I said the fabrics do talk. You know, fabrics do talk. They talk to you and they want you to be their friend. So once you can be friend with your fabrics. Fabrics do talk.
Okay, I'm going to show you another one now. Wow, this look exclusive. Are you sure this one not be Italian made?
Which one?
I'm going to show you now.
I can see. Okay, that jacket. That jacket. Yes. That 3/4 length jacket. It's beaded as well. We put some stones on the Ankara. That's a Blisco Ankara. We put some stones on them.
Yeah,
I like that.
Those things on top are stones, eh?
Yes.
Wow, but that means that it's full of stones.
Yes, it has quite a lot of beadwork and stone on them, yes.
But how would they wash them?
You can wash them, you can hand wash them or take them. You know, I always tell my clients that comes in to go to garment care.
Wait. Lola, I want to buy this one now. Is it still sellable? Is it still on sale?
I don't have those ones anymore. Personally, you know, because I closed for like 2 years now. Personally, when we start, it's a different level. Don't worry, the one that I'll show you is coming very soon. Coming soon.
Okay, just remember this picture. Me, I won't buy it for my wife.
Okay, personally.
Because I think it will fit my wife. Why? No,
yes.
Where did you take her to go? Now, I don't think you're talking about it yet. This particular one is the one I want to buy for my wife because I think it looks long and tall. So for someone that is slim and tall, like like Pastor Bosse, I think this will go for Pastor Bosse.
Even here, when I had my interview at Central St. Martin, a school I wanted to go to in London here, and they told me to put some of my work on Flickr and send to them. And I put those ones, I put them on Flickr and sent to them. They called me for interview immediately.
Wow. For interview for what? To get the job?
To get into, that school is very competitive, to get into school. Okay. And the first question they asked me was, are you sure those things were made in Nigeria?
No, are you serious?
Yes, and I told them yes. I said they were made in Nigeria.
They couldn't believe it.
They didn't believe it.
No, this looks absolutely exclusive. I would not think that they are made in Nigeria personally. I think that these ones that I'm seeing here, all the one I'm seeing here now, especially that white lace, the one you said you made for fair people, this jacket, this other there's another jacket on the background that is colorful like this.
Yes, yes.
It's like, do you know the one that is lower?
Yes, I can see that.
Yes. How, you know, that looks absolutely exclusive. It looks absolutely stunning. I mean, the combination. What is that made of? The lower one, the one to the...
They're both made of from Ankara, the African print.
No, this one not be Ankara, the one I did see so.
You know, but what we do is just that the times I put all three Ankaras together.
This one doesn't look like Ankara at all. It looks like, I think now I'm seeing that you have beads all over, especially the one that is small, the one that is a lower colored like that.
Yeah.
That is all kinds of varieties of beads?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, this is absolutely exclusive. Where are you getting this idea from? These are absolutely exclusive. I'm going to show you another one now.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to show you another one that I have here. It's going on here. That's it. You see here? Where are you going?
It's not to close this.
Just a minute. It's early, everybody. I'm sorry, guys. So I have some other work that, even though I wanted to talk with Lolande about other things here today, but I don't know, your work is taking the day. I hope you are going to, our viewers, I hope they are enjoying it because there are many here, so I'm sure they are seeing some sensible thing in what is happening here. I'm sorry, I don't know what they are doing here, trying to get the things together. What is their complication? What was the IDQ you are crossing here? So I'm losing my people while you are looking for photograph. Yeah, take the fourth one now. That is the one that's next. Can't you be preparing the next one while we're doing this? Sorry, guys. Forgive. Please, my wife here used to tell my daughters that beauty is expensive, so it's costly. I can see with my own eyes now that the thing they costly. The thing is expensive because I mean even the thing where the effort and it's taking us to even show the thing now is a problem.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. I can just see it. Hey, where is she herself? She was at the corner talking. Yeah, so can you see the one I'm showing now?
No, I can't.
Okay, I'm going to show you now. Can you see?
That one, I love that one very much.
This one is people want to be beautiful.
I love that one. I made a dress. We had a photo shoot with Elo magazine.
Okay, what's Elo magazine?
There's a magazine called Elo magazine. There's an Elo magazine UK, and I think they came to Nigeria that time. So we made it into a dress first for Hello magazine. Then we now, after the dress, after we finished the shoot, we now made into tops, jumpsuits, all past Sunday. It was really nice. I love that one. I love so much myself. I love it a lot.
It's like Chris. I have one brother here. They call him Chris Al. It's like he likes things so much. It might be tempting you to sell it for him or for the wife. Okay, is that a skirt or a trouser or what? It's
The skirt, the skirt. I'm not sure if I send a picture of the person that bought it with the trouser, because we made it with the trouser, we made it with the jumpsuit. We now made the original one was actually made in a dress.
Okay. Wow. I will not ask for the prices of these things because we said the ones that are coming. You said the ones that are coming are even still going to be better than these ones.
Personally, after my fashion degree, of course, it will be better.
I'm afraid that you might need to get CNN to come back again, though. CNN has to come back for you again. CNN has to come back to Nigeria again.
Yes, I like this one a lot as well. The white shirt and the Ankara skirt. I love that a lot.
Is that a shirt?
Yes, it is. It's a shirt. It has like a tie in front.
But
you can tie it.
If that is a shirt, the thing inside there, is that supposed to be a woman's skin or is a...
It comes with an inner top. So you wear the inner top first.
Okay.
So the inner top, the person will now choose the color, maybe a white inner top. You choose the color of the inner top. So we make the inner top with the shirt. So the shirt comes with the inner top, then the skirt.
I see. Now I got it. Very good. Okay, then we have, is this one just trouser, skirt or gown? I don't understand this one. I don't think I'm a specialist enough to understand this one here.
Oh, okay. This one is a skirt and a shirt as well. It's a layered skirt with a shirt on it, the same fabric. Is Ankara print, but now it's done in chiffon. You know, the Ankara print is normally cotton, but this one is now Ankara print done in made into chiffon.
Chiffon? What's chiffon?
So it's the soft fabric. This soft fabric.
Chiffon?
Yes, the soft fabric. So it's a skirt and a shirt, a layered skirt and a shirt.
Wow. So what do you mean when you say, bring her back, let me see her face. What do you mean when you say that the ones that you'll be doing now will even be better than these ones? How can this be better?
You know, when I joke with my friend lately, I tell them that, you know, I said, before I was calling myself a fashion designer, even when CNN came, I said that was abuse to fashion designers. I said, now I understand what it means.
Wow.
I've learned quite a lot. You know, and I realized now that the best currency is not when you're negotiate with knowledge, not money. The best currency is actually knowledge. Knowledge will open doors that money can never open.
Wow.
Knowledge will place you where money cannot even enter. So now I've learned quite a lot of things. Now I'm doing fashion designing and textile. I realized that fashion designing goes beyond so there's a consumer psychology, there's the cotton part of it is the smallest part of it. You know, I did some collection. I did 2 collections in school. There was one that I did. I had to be taking pictures of buildings, houses, because my inspiration was architecture. So I was taking pictures of buildings to come up with my design. I did a collection on dystopia. So I had to go and study about the time of war in Africa, you know, the time of war and slavery. So I looked at the elements, the environment, the attitude to come up with my mood board and come up with my work. And after I did that, we now had the industry tests. We invited some people from Topshop to come to our school and look at people that they want to work with. Because they work with people you don't have to be out of uni, they just work with you. They can put your collection if you pass. So Pastor Sunday, they picked me, Topshop picked me, and they told me to design.
They put you where?
Topshop, they picked me as one of the people they want to design for them.
Topshop?
Yes.
What is Topshop?
Topshop is the fashion fast fashion business owner. They're all over the world. They are in Europe. They are everywhere in the world.
Topshop?
Topshop, yes.
Okay.
So they picked me as one of the people that they want to design for them, and they told me to give them a fashion idea, a mood board, do up a mood board for them for summer collection 2019. You know, it was quite challenging, but it opened my eyes to see how things are done in Europe, in the Western world, which we don't do at all in Nigeria.
Wow.
You know, so that's why I'm saying that after I finished school, there's no way I would do things the way I was doing it before. I've learned quite a lot of things. I know how the things work in the industry. So I'm going to put all the things I've learned into my work now, and definitely my deliveries will be way better than, you know, how it was before.
So before it was raw talent?
Yeah, before it was just talent.
But now it's talent plus knowledge.
Talent plus knowledge, definitely. And I would dare say that talent can only take you far. You need to work your talent, like the story of the master and the talent. I told the one that buried the talent, a wicked servant. Yeah. You need to go and add more to your talent. You need to go and work with talent. You know, before your gifts can place you before kings and not mere men, you need to bring yourself at par to kings. So you need to understand what dish to give out to the king before they can actually call you to come and give it out to them.
So for you to work to be picked by top shop? Top shop. Okay, for you to have been picked by Top Shop, that means that is a world level, right? And
it is, yes, it is, Pastor Sunday.
So on that level, on that world level, that means that you could actually, you know, because I personally, I'm not impressed by what Nigerians, for example, when I see my colleagues who are pastors in America or in Europe, they used to tell me that, oh, we are the biggest church in our town. But what they are telling you that they are the biggest church in their town is that among Nigerians.
Yeah.
So they are using Nigerians to be their measurement. And I don't like that. I never use Nigerians.
I don't buy that either. I don't buy that either. You know, I believe that Nigeria, where we have a lot of uncooked talent and uncooked celebrity, we're very jumpy. You know, we want to be known. We run after fame. You know, I was writing something sometimes in January. This was ministry some things to me about the high place. You know, come up to the high place. The people that stays in the high place. And one of the things the Holy Spirit made me understand is that your depth will determine your height. To go up, you need to go down first.
Yeah, that's why I wrote that book. Your greatness is proportional. It's a new book I just wrote. Your greatness is proportional to your crisis, to your tribulations, to your trials, and things like that. To your challenges.
We don't believe in going through the process in Nigeria. We all want to be known. You know, I'm a designer, I'm a celebrity, I'm this. That word, you know, when I heard the word celebrity, Pastor Sunday, I laugh a lot because I'm like, excuse me, I don't understand what that means. You know? So if you equate yourself with being a success in terms of the way we see success in Nigeria, you are not there at all.
Wow.
You are not at all. You are not at all. You know, our level is way below, way down there, way down there.
Wow.
Including myself, Pastor Sunday. You know, because when I remember my first day in school, I came home. I told myself, I said, don't abuse designers again. No. Don't call me fashion designer from now. You can call me, I'll tell you. But right now, just call me tailor.
Wow.
I said, just call me a tailor, don't call me designer. I said, but then you that was just, I said, forget that matter. That was Nigeria matter. This is the world matter. You know, so if we stay at the level, I believe if you want to grow, you need to come out of our system. Okay. If you want proper growth, you need to come out of our system.
So that was a right move for you to go and try yourself with the world system in England.
Yes, I would say the best decision I ever made, Pastor Sunday.
Wow.
Not convenient,
wow,
but the best decision I ever made. At the point, thank God for the first book I picked, Who Am I? That really helped me. At the point, I was getting quite depressed. You know, because I felt I left all my comforts and everything and came to England, and I was asking myself, are you really sure? What's this? Why are you stressing yourself? You know, why, what do you need to learn? We can employ people to do all this for you. You know, and I was at that state when I picked Who Am I? and it was a pivot. It was.
You mean this book? This book?
This book. I have it as well.
Okay.
I have my own.
I have my own too.
I need to look inside my own. Pastor Sunday, I wrote quite a lot of things inside my own.
Wow.
I wrote quite a lot of things inside my own. And when I picked that book, I picked it at the right time. I picked the book at the right time. And I started reading that book and I started asking myself questions all over again. Because when I got here, I was depressed at a point and I forgot myself. I nearly forgot my identity.
But that book is exactly about identity.
Yes, I forgot my identity. And because at my first, when I just got into university, I was challenged. I was intimidated. I was intimidated.
Because you are coming as a star from Nigeria, and then you go to the world level and discover that I am far from them.
Yes, I was intimidated. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing in class. I felt like a novice, and I was telling myself that let me go back to where I was reading now. What's this? I picked the book and I started digesting the book.
Who am I?
Who am I? I started taking everything one by one, And after reading the book, I now went to your page and I started listening to different messages.
How did you get in touch with that book in the first place? How did you even get in touch with DSA?
I've heard a lot of, I was always hearing a pastor Sunday from Mrs. Amaka Banjuko, Muslim Banjuko. She was always telling me, this pastor Sunday, that pastor Sunday. And there was one time he came to Nigeria a long time ago, I can't remember which church. And I came to that service and you were preaching and you were laughing. And I'm like, who is this pastor? That was the first and the only time. Until Mrs. Banjuko told me about you. And she kept going on and on, like Pastor Sunday, And when I got to London, I came into London on instruction. Not that I really wanted to leave what I was doing. Because God told me, drop what I had in my hand to take what he has in his hand. And he told me you'll be planted but not buried. Which I struggled with. And eventually I said, yes, Lord. And he told me go to London. So when I was really depressed and everything, and the Holy Spirit brought back your name to my spirit, that I should go and search for your books and your messages. And I obeyed. And I just put your name on Google, and the book Who Am I came out, and I ordered the book immediately.
Wow. You are a friend of God.
And I got the book.
You are hearing from God. You are led by the Spirit.
Yeah, and after that, and I started listening to all the different messages. A lot of messages changed my life. This 2 years, the Pastor Sunday messages accompany me in my 2 years journey of my being planted. God told me that I'll be planted but not buried. I need to bear roots down. And God used DSA's messages to give me the root and the capacity I needed to take me to the next level. Because in 2015, God was telling me about the next level. I'm going to the next level. And that where I was in House of Lucas was the Potiphar's house. And that wasn't where I was going. That the journey, I was still going on another journey. So,
we are losing you. Make you raise your head, though.
Okay, Pastor Sunday.
Bring your telephone up so that your head will be seen.
Okay, Pastor Sunday.
Even now, we can only see in your cap.
Oh, okay. I'm sorting it out now.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Now it's good, yeah. No, better. Let it go up, higher, more, or down, or what was it? Yeah, good now.
Okay. So, and when my season of being planted, because when God was telling me that you'll be planted but not buried, I didn't understand it. But when I came, I understand it. And it told me that planting and buried, they are similar but very different. While planting is dead and gone, while buried is dead and gone, planting is working underneath. So God used the messages to start working underneath for me.
So you just went to
where did
you get the book, the messages from? You went to YouTube or where?
I got the books from Amazon, but I went on YouTube to be reading messages. Then I now went on your blog.
Okay.
To check which series I wanted to listen to.
Okay.
There was one that I listened to on how to build confidence.
Yes. No, raise your head again. No, not your head, but your microphone. Yeah, no, it was good just now. Maybe you need to, I think it just has to be higher a little bit more. No, the opposite. Is it down? I think you have to put it down. I think lower it, I guess. Or yeah. When you lower it that way, yeah, that's what I meant. Good now.
So then I listened to the series on Make Your Life a Product.
Yes.
Oh, Pastor Sunday, Make Your Life a Product was something for me. And every day and the thing about the message was that you have to, they are not emotional messages. You have to be intentional. They don't minister to your emotion. They tell you practicality. They're very practical.
Yes.
And you have to be determined, and you have to be ready, and you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
And because at that time I got the message, I was quite hungry. It took me back to where, because last year January, those was ministering to me about living by principles. That at a lower level you pray it and claim it. At a higher level you live by principle. And
in Nigeria, mainly that is what people teach in Nigerian churches: claim it and name it and claim it.
You don't pray it and claim it. And it told me to start living the law of the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is be fruitful, multiply, dominate, and subdue.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a principle. You need to understand that principle. And when I started listening to DSA, I started listening to the principle of living. And you create your life. You have to be intentional about it. And I started with my mind. So I had to tell my mind that I'm in charge. I'm not a victim.
Beautiful.
I'm in charge.
Beautiful.
And I told my mind that life don't happen. I happen to life. Without any permission, I happen to life.
Yeah.
So I'm called to happen. I'm in charge. And those who told me one time that the earth understand the principle. It's only we that don't understand.
Yeah.
The earth is ready to submit itself to you if you can work the principle.
Beautiful.
Nature will to you automatically.
Yes.
Because God had made a decree in the beginning. The earth urged, the atmosphere urged a decree, only waiting for you to occupy your space, and the earth and nature will submit to you.
Beautiful.
So I took the messages and I took everything that was there, and I started living them day by day, day by day, day by day, day by day. And it kept transforming. It's just in the mind. You win. Once you win in your mind, you win. It's not about enemy. I told people that when you're telling me about enemy, you're wasting my time. Why will you waste my time about enemy? I don't have time for enemy. Devil. What is devil? You are so full of God that devil cannot even come near you.
Yeah.
So, and I told them, I said, when you're not competent at times, you blame the enemy. When you're competent, you don't blame anybody.
Yeah.
You take responsibility for wherever you are and where you're going. And Pastor Sunday, we're getting to the end of my planting season. Because we're coming out of it with a product, a fantastic product. And another thing we learned from DSA is that making your life into a product.
Move your head to the left a little bit. Yeah, that way.
Another thing we learned from DSA is turn your life into a product.
Yeah.
And the passion for Nigeria.
Yeah.
And realize that when God brings you out of a system into another system to train you, God told me one time that we're all product of system. We're all product of system. So it will take you out of a system, bring you into a system, train you, return you back into that system.
Yeah.
So now we're going back to Nigeria to tell them about a different system. And the system I'm taking to Nigeria is a system of processes, procedures, sustainability, structure, where you don't need to be an overnight success. It's all about processes, procedures, putting structures in place. We're putting together a project in Nigeria that we don't have at all in Africa. When we kickstart the...
Hello? it is always at the most interesting place that this internet decides to show its ugly face. Okay, I think we are going to get her back now because I want you to hear of the things that she is going to be doing in Africa right now, because she already wrote me about it, so I have an idea of the project there is a reason why Lolade said, the thing she's going to be doing right now is going to be much more than everything she has done so far. Because I already have it here that the work she's going to do in Africa is going to, I will let her say it herself, but it's going to be mind-blowing. And you cannot believe, I'm sure she will not mention this one, but so many people bringing money to her because she's so good in what she's doing. She's so skillful. And when people saw her work, right now, people are bringing investment to her in the millions of pounds. Not just millions of pounds, tens of millions of pounds to take to Nigeria. They want to back her up and they want her to go and do a new level, the world level kind of business, fashion designing in Nigeria. I think she's going to tell us about that a little bit. And, it's going to be a world class, it's going to be better than anything in Africa. What she's planning to do now is going to be greater than even the things that are in South Africa. South Africa now is the leading fashion designing nation in Africa. South Africa and Egypt are the leading fashion designing countries. But what she is going to, the Europeans, the Oyinbos, are putting money into her because of her talent and because of the knowledge and because of the knowledge that she has, the skills that she had gotten from that top, what they call that thing she said, top rank or top. She mentioned one what they call that company she was working, where they picked that. Top what? Top shop or is it top shop you call it? Designer or something. So because of all that, so they are ready to back her up and she's going to Nigeria big. And which is a good thing because when you made such a sacrifice that she made, that she was able to actually step down and close a shop. Shop, that top shop, you're right. So when she closed a business in Nigeria to go and study, that's a big sacrifice to close down your thriving business. Nigeria, when you are in the magazine every day and you are working with the governors and the governor's wives in Nigeria, that's like a big success. So, but to close that all down and then move into studying to university again, even though she had finished university many years before, but to go back to university again in that area, that's a big step of faith for her. So God, and she said she did it out of instruction, just obeying God, obeying God's leading. And you know what? It's like God has just decided to honor that our obedience. When we are led by the Spirit of God, God will really honor us. And she is ready. She listens to the Holy Spirit for sure, because she was living in England and God told her to go back to Nigeria. Many people who don't want to go back to Nigeria right now, even if it is God that is telling them to go back, they are still not ready to go back. But she went back to Nigeria, and that was where her success started. And from that, she was ready to lay down the success. Some of us, we are not ready to let our Isaac die. We are not ready to let our vision die. We are not ready to let our success die, or whatever product that we have in our hands. We're not always ready to let it die. But she was matured in that area. She was ready to let go of the success, and she was ready to let that success die, so that she will be able to resurrect. God will be able to resurrect it for her on a higher level. And that is exactly what has happened, because she was ready to bury that ambition of hers, and that as a result of that, God is resurrecting that thing now in a new way. Yeah, you started to talk about you going back to Nigeria, getting ready to go back to Nigeria.
So the project we're working on,
we need to lower it again like you did last time. Yeah, good.
The project we have now, it's a very big project, and I totally believe that Nigeria has gotten to a stage where we want something different from what we normally have. We want a system that works.
Okay.
We want a system that works. And when the Bible says the world is awaiting the manifestation of the sons of God,
yeah,
it means matured people, not emotional.
Yeah.
You can't claim it and receive it to be the sons of God.
Yeah.
You know, people that they understand the interpretation of the mind of God.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe that it's people that understand putting process in place. You know, the Bible says that God is a God of order. God is a God of order.
Yes.
You know, and so when people are telling that, you know, you pray for 24 hours miracle, you claim it. I said, no. I said, even Jesus himself, that is a prototype, stayed 9 months in his mom's tummy.
Yeah.
He fulfilled the time of life. The Bible says that Jesus learned obedience through all he went through.
Yeah.
So Jesus had to go through, he had to learn. So it's the going through that we're taking to Nigeria now.
Yeah. Lower it again. Yeah. Yes.
That they're going. So the plan we have on ground is once we start the project, the plan is to employ over 500 people as we start.
Wow.
We're working
wait, 500 people?
Yes. Well, minimum, let's say 300, 500, depends on what we're working on.
That is a big industry right there.
It is, Pastor Sunday. Then we're really going into skill acquisition and training. We want to train our youth to understand processes.
Beautiful.
You know, we're looking at training entrepreneurs about structures in business because we don't have, you know, success is meant to be sustainable and transferable.
Yeah.
We don't have a transferable success. We want to be able to tell people about transferable. It's not the numbers of cars in your garage or the mansion that qualify to be a successful person. You know, success is a journey.
Yeah.
So we want to walk the journey with people and tell them this is what it's all about. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm working with some people here, and we're taking that project into Nigeria. And we believe that. And then apart from that, I started my little group with my friends. I look at my friends that they have influences on certain areas, and we come together. We ask ourselves, you know, the Bible says that through one man, Adam, sin came into the world. Mm-hmm. Through one man, Jesus, righteousness came. And I asked my friend, I said, through one man, you, what will come?
Yeah, beautiful.
So it's all about through one man. So we come together, we talk, and the question we're asking ourselves is, what are we taking back?
To Nigeria?
You know, yes, what are we taking back? And I have a friend of mine here that she works with the government here. She takes projects into Africa, and she's been doing it for British government. She's been doing it in Nairobi, Kenya. And I asked her, said, let's take it to Nigeria. She does training for people. She's working with David Cameron. She's having a meeting with Matt Walker. The Matt Walker guy is the one that is the director for international trading and investment for Africa. Yeah. And the thing I said, you have all these people, you know, and he's training people here. I said, let's do it in Nigeria. Let's train people. A friend called me yesterday and said that through Bank of Industry, they raised 8 billion naira to help women entrepreneurs. And they called some people to interview them. And it's not, did you know, they don't have a clue what they're going to do. They don't even understand anything. They just want to say with a little mindedness. I said, that's where you come in. We train them. We explain to them. I said, one teach one. When we can take the message back, we'll take over Nigeria. We don't have to be in politics. If God is empowering us in the area of economy, because, you know, there are two gods, the God of Mammon and God himself. If we sit on the throne of money in Nigeria, they will listen to us. Yeah. If we sit in the economy, they will listen to us. Yeah. I said, God has empowered you in that way. You are sitting in that area. Enthrone God. You know, they will listen to you. How God has given you a voice. Use it. You know, so what we're doing is we're using the voice that God has given unto us to transform. And we're starting Dorcas Kitchen as well. The Dorcas Kitchen feeds people on the streets. So we're starting an orphanage, we're starting a Doctor's kitchen where we feed people on the street. So
how many people do you plan to feed?
As much as we can. I have a farm already. I bought 6 acres of land that we're farming on now. And the focus of the farm is to use the product that we use in the kitchen to be feeding people as much as we can feed. As much as we want to open the kitchen up and people can come there and eat morning, noon, and night.
Oh, okay, like a stable, a stationary kitchen.
Yes, and then we can go into the streets as well and see who else can come in. We feed them.
You know, the way we did it in Ukraine, because what they do in UK and America is that they take food to the street and feed people. But that's not the way we have done it here in Ukraine. And the way we did in Ukraine is much more effective. What we have done in Ukraine is that we built a kitchen, a center that could feed. We are feeding 2,000 people a day in that kitchen. Wow. People were coming to eat in that particular place. That is much more better because
that's what we want to do. We want to have a building. So we call it Doctor's Kitchen.
Yes.
And Doctor's Kitchen is open morning, noon, and night.
Right.
To feed people.
3 square meal.
3 square meal, yes, Pastor.
Do you know what we discovered? We actually were able to feed. We were having 2,000 people a day, and we were able to feed in 8 years. We were having that kitchen for 8 years. We were able to feed over 2 million people.
Wow.
So when it was time for election, you guys who they were voting for? They were voting for people from our church, left, right, and center, until we control 34% of the parliament.
That's what it's all about.
The parliament of Kiev, the city, the capital city.
You know, we're talkers in Nigeria. We talk a lot. We all know the problem, but nobody's a solution. You know,
no, but to see you talk like this, you are a girl. You look very vulnerable because you are Oyibo, look like, and so that makes you to look a little bit vulnerable, and you look like weak, kind of, and you look like, you know, youngish and stylish and too young, too girlish. Now you are talking about employing 500 people. I said, okay. So who is a man here and who is a woman? Then you are talking about this kitchen, soup kitchen, that will be feeding those people outside. I said, okay. Who is the pastor here? The pastors in Nigeria are not even doing this, but you are talking of doing it. So again, how many acres of land do you say you have?
Right now, we have the ones that we're working on now. We have 6, but we're in the process of purchasing Pastor Sunday. You don't want to know how much now. You know, we're in the process of taking it because we need, like, for the projects we're working on, there's a part of the project that we need like 5 hectares of land to do just one part of the project.
Yes.
That's for the farm.
Yeah.
For the project that we're working on, the project is into 3 sectors. 3 in 1. Okay. 3 combined in 1.
All right.
So there's one part of the project that will need like 5 hectares of land.
What's the difference between acre and hectares?
Hectares is more than acres.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
That will need quite a lot of land to do that. So the land we need is quite a lot. Is a lot.
So what are you going to be doing? just feeding people of fashion design.
It's the main project is in fashion designing. We're reviving the textile industry in Nigeria, and not just Nigeria, the whole of Africa. We're scaling up into the whole of Africa. So we're reviving the textile industry because we don't have textile industry anymore. So we're reviving the textile industry in Nigeria. We're working with some companies here to bring garment factory to Nigeria. Then we're going into cotton farming.
Oh, so maybe that's why you are talking about large land.
Yes.
Cotton farming. That will take a lot of land.
Yeah, it will take a lot of land.
So you want to produce your own cotton for your own clothes?
And not just for House of Dockers now. That it's not for House of Dockers at all. You know, the textile industry in Nigeria is as good as dead.
So you people are looking at reviving the whole industry.
Yes.
So
yes.
you are not just talking about your own business now.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
So
Not just for Nigeria only as well. Not just for Nigeria only, because what we're doing is we're doing an automated industry. A very large-scale automated industry. That's what we're doing.
So that will have to be a factory, a big factory.
Yes.
That will provide and supply, not just for the House of Dockers will be too small compared to what you are going to be producing.
It's not even the whole of Nigeria will be too small for what we're producing.
Wow.
Well, because we don't have textile industry anymore. So this is going to be in the research we're doing, we realize that even in Africa we don't really have a lot. So we're taking it into the rest of Africa. So this is the standard, the same standard, because it's going to be European certificated. So it's catering for Nigeria and Africa, neighboring African countries.
No, but South Africa is leading in textile right now, textile industry.
Yeah.
So you are going.
Check Ghana.
Yeah.
We've checked Ghana. They don't have in Ghana. They don't really have what we have in. They're very close to us. What we have in Nigeria and Ghana. We've checked Ghana. They don't really have something like that in Ghana. We've not checked South Africa though.
Yeah. So, but you want to have the largest in the continent.
Yes.
Wow. This little girl that I'm looking at here. That's what we're working on now. The power of vision.
The power of vision, Pastor Sunday. The power of vision.
Did you which ones of my you said you read one Who Am I?
I read Who Am I.
Is there any other book that you read?
No, I read Who Am I. I read Working for Uncle Sam.
But that is not the only one. So it's not the only one you read then?
Well, I have this one as well.
Mountain of Ignorance.
Yes. I have Uncle Sam as well.
Where is it? Yeah, stop working for Uncle Sam. Yeah. Hey, you are dangerous.
There's another one.
You are a dangerous woman. Oh. Which one? Kingdom Driven Life.
Yes, the Kingdom Driven Life. Yes, the Kingdom Driven Life. Yes, and there's another one that I started. I've not finished. I can't remember the name. I had that on my Kindle. Yes, the Kingdom Driven Life. Yes, that was this one. Driven Life. Yes. And there's another one that I started on my Kindle.
And you read it?
I can't remember the name. Yes, I have mine. I have mine too.
Yeah, Mountain of Ignorance. Yeah, and then you have your own Uncle Sam too.
I do. I have my own Uncle Sam too.
Beautiful. Wow. And
leaders are leaders.
Yes, but you also are listening to the messages, to the...
yes.
Did you listen to the thinking series, the Art of Thinking?
Analytical thinking. Oh, fantastic. I listened to that series. I think that's one of the series.
They don't take her to go again. No? I think she's using telephone. So people are calling. Each time somebody calls. Okay. Are you there now? Hello? I think we lost her. Yeah, because we lost you a little bit. They are trying to call you. I think some of your girlfriends are saying that you are on my show and they are all trying to get
Tell me by force, by fire.
Sorry, you were saying something about the analytical thinking.
Yes. When you had
because I didn't hear what you said. You have to start all over again.
When you did the series on analytical series, yeah. I was listening to that by the series, by every day that you're preaching.
Yeah.
Then after you finish the series, then I started from the beginning again.
Beautiful.
So I listened to that. I listened to Making Your Life a Product. I listened to the prayer series.
Yeah.
I listened the new one, the Truth series, is fantastic.
Yeah.
There are quite a lot of things I listen to all the time. I just, from 2016 till now,
Yeah.
my YouTube is permanently on Pastor Sunday.
You are addicted to Pastor Sunday
Then
DSA
worship.
messages.
Yeah, then worship song. Then Sundays I listen to my church as well, but I always have Pastor Sunday on and then my worship song because they're very practical. You want to listen to them daily. They help you. They help you. They accompany you on the journey.
They are talking of the teachings.
Yes, the teaching. They accompany you on the journey. You can refer back to them. You can, when I'm going, I chew on them. There's some things you will say, and I'm going on the train or I'm walking, then I'm asking myself questions over them.
Yeah.
I'm asking myself back again. Lalade, what do you think about this? How can you apply this? I remember the one you said on the truth. And I remember the one you said on the love as well. I said love is a decision.
Yeah.
And I was going over love is a decision and the faithfulness of God. And the faithfulness of God is a decision.
Yeah.
That God made a decision to be faithful to himself, regardless of you, in spite of you. Yeah. It's a decision I made to be faithful to myself.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you've done, I've made a decision to myself already. So I chew on them. I think on them as I'm going, as I'm working. I chew on them, and the Bible said, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so it's mind over matter."
Yeah.
It's what you think on, what you believe. It's your belief system. So they accompany me on a daily basis, and like I said, they're very practical. So because they're very practical, you have to be intentional about them. You have to be, I tell my friend that I'm intentionally intentional.
And that's one of the things I teach, to be in the here and now.
Yeah.
To be very purposeful and intentional.
Yeah, you have to be present and be very intentional. And even when you get to a point where you're so intentional that when you're not even intentional, you're very intentional. One of the things I got from Uncle Sam, when I started reading Uncle Sam, because when I got to London to pay my bills and everything, I had to work. Yeah. And at some point, I realized that I was taking up a lot of hours, I was running. And when I read Uncle Sam, I had to wake myself up that, Belade, what is this? Before you know it, you'll be going around the same circle, running around, spending blood of time, lifetime, wasting time on Uncle Sam. So you need to restructure. So even if I go to work and I'm tired, I divide my life into 3. So when I go to work, I go to school, I sit down with my business. So on a daily basis, every day, I make sure that I put the right amount of time into everything. So I had to be intentional about that.
Beautiful. So the 3 parts is school, work, and what?
My school, my work, in terms of not my private life now, but business life, my school, my work, my business.
Yeah, okay. My school, my work, my business.
Yes.
So yes.
School, work, I go to work and I have my business that I'm running. So at some point that I lost focus and I was running around I'm running around for work, taking up a lot of hours. I had to sit down and told myself that is not the reason why I'm here. I'm here for a bigger reason. I'm not here for Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
So I had to be intentional about it. So I made use of my morning, my afternoon, my night.
Beautiful. That's why you also had time for, when do you have time for self-education? When do you have time for all this listening and reading?
24 hours, that's what I do, Pastor Sunday.
Listening?
Yes, 24 hours. When I'm walking on the road, I have my earphone in my ears, I'm listening. When I'm in the train, I'm listening. When I'm in the train, there was a message that when you were talking about sometime you were at one airport and you picked Donald Trump's book.
Yes.
And you were reading and you were talking about, how, spending time wasting and investing time.
Yeah.
You know, so I told myself that I have to invest my time. So I was very intentional about investing my time. To be honest with you, Pastor Sunday, there are times I feel like, you know, when you're on a journey going somewhere and you're very focused, you know, it feels like it's quite demanding, you know, you're trying to, you know, but once you get used to it, you can balance it out properly, you know. So I got so intentional about investing my time. So what I do is every slot that I have, I name my slots. So when I'm on the train, I pick a book and I'm reading. When I'm walking, I have my earphone in my head and I'm listening.
Beautiful.
You know, so I got very intentional about it. In the night, and another message that I heard I helped him was when you talk about the spending time alone, the time to go back in. Yes, I use that a lot. And my night between 10 to like 2 in the morning every day, I take time with God. You know, I worship, I ask questions, I do this, I do that. You know, so over time, it's now a part of me.
Now, what will you say is the major difference between all these messages of the DSA and the messages? But you were listening to messages before then. You were listening to people before then. But God instructed you to go listen to DSA. So what will you say are the differences between? Why is it that God didn't say, okay, just go and take some of your old messages and listen?
I believe because of where God is. You know, 2015 that God first mentioned next level to me. And 2016 started telling me that you'll be planted and not buried because of where you're going. On February 11th, that was my birthday. I was praying and I was asking God some certain questions.
February 11th?
Yes, February 11th.
So you share the same birthday with my wife?
Yes.
Wow. Now I understand.
You know, so I was praying in the middle of the night and I was asking God different questions. I have a book that I wrote down the things God told me since 1998, since 1993 actually, that I started writing different things down. And I brought I brought out the book and I started telling God, you told me this, you told me this, and everything you've done, you're very faithful, God, you know. And I said that this is what you're telling me to do now. Why am I doing this? And God started explaining, you know, the reason why I'm doing the things I'll be doing now. And it brought me to London to take me out of distraction. It brought me to a place where I don't really know people. People don't really know me, to take me out of distraction. And it told me that it wants me to build strength. And now that I'm going into what I'm going into, I understand why God told me DSA. The teachings are very practical. I need a teaching that will build me and build muscle and build capacity. And they are thought-provoking messages. And it got to me January last 2016 that I needed to live by. I want you to start living by principle. Create the life you want
instead of just by emotions.
Yes, live a higher life. And what I've learned from DSA is principle of life. Live by principle. Live by processes.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe that the message God has given me is a message of processes as well. Because, you know, for a very long time, the way God trained me is all been training me on processes, stages. I remember it was 2007, and the Holy Spirit told me that you not go out in a flight. You not go out like other people goes out. You know, and it's been teaching me on structures, processes, you know. So I believe I had to get me a mentor.
I see.
That will get me to where he needs me to be. This is what I'm teaching you. This is where you're going into. This is where I'm leading you. This is what I'm giving over to you. So at that time of my being planted to take roots down, you know, because the told me said, I need you to build capacity. So he had to look for somebody that, you know, can help you build the kind of capacity I want and can help you be who I want you to be in this season. So I believe that, this season is a season that God wanted DSA to be in my life to prepare me for the next stage of my life.
Yeah, because that next stage of your life is very, very demanding, very high level.
Very demanding. It is very demanding.
Some people are asking, how can they find you on Facebook?
I'm so bad. I'm so bad on social media, Pastor. It's incredible.
But if they write you to your Facebook messenger, will you reply?
Oh, yes, I will.
Which is Lolade
Adeneye.
N.
Yes. N.
Adeneye.
Neye.
Okay, Adeneye. Okay, now, some people are asking some questions here, and I see that it's a man that is asking. Me, I'm not going to answer. They're asking, is she married? Is she having children? I'm not going to answer that question because we are discussing other things here, kingdom. Yes. She doesn't seem to be one like to me, but we don't know yet. Anyway, let me, before we go, one of my assistants just came in now. This is what you are talking about. They just brought the books from the printer, from the publishing house. It has been on Amazon, but it has not been it has not come from the publishing house. So this book you just come in right now, it just came out. Your greatness is proportional to your crisis, trials, and tribulations. And that's what you spoke about. That the lower you go, the higher you climb. So that your greatness is proportional. Even with this your story that you just told us, this book will illustrate your story. That your greatness is proportional to the amount of trials and challenges you are able to withstand. And so this is one of the books that just came out. And then this is another book that just came out that I wrote in regards to analytical thinking. Rid yourself of shallow-mindedness. Rid yourself of shallow-mindedness. So create solutions for your world. And that's what you have. You have analytical thinking. And this is the book. So congratulations everybody that's watching us. You can get the book on Amazon, but you can also get the book by writing to dsasbooks@gmail.com. If you write to my office, write it to my office, dsasbooks@gmail.com, or you go to my blog, sundayadelajablog.com/books. Read yourself. This is the one on the thinking. This is the one on thinking. So this is the book on thinking here, and is absolutely essential for every one of us to get it. And this one on trials, how to survive trials and make trials become your greatness. And then, I think this is the biggest one that has come out now. This is going to be a very, very popular one. When to pray, when not to pray.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, but it's just coming from the publisher's house now. Here. When to pray, when not to pray, when to stop praying. So, this is it. This is it. This is the bomb book on when to pray. Because in Nigeria, they just tell everybody, pray, pray, pray. But you don't pray about everything. There's a time to pray, there's a time not to pray, and there is a time to stop praying. Yeah, so this one is on Amazon, but also you can buy it by writing to dsasbooks@gmail.com. or go to my blog, sundayadelajablog.com/books. Then, this is one of my most popular books. It's an old book. It's not a new book. I've written it like 10 years ago. I wrote this book 10 years ago. It's called How to Keep Your Focus. But for some reasons, this is one of the things you are speaking about, but it's also one of my most popular books. People don't know the skills on how to keep their focus. And this is where this book comes in. How to keep your focus, how to keep your focus. So, so these are the new books that are just coming in right now from the publishers. And hello, Lolade.
Sunday, I'm here.
Okay, bring it lower again, I guess.
Okay.
All right, what would you like to tell our viewers? Because we are just about 20 minutes to the next program. I'm coming on live to continue the love series. So what would you like to tell our viewers who have been, everybody has just been, wowed by you and by your presentation today?
The only thing I have to say, Pastor Sunday, is for me it's so simple. Be intentional. It boils down to our understanding. Get understanding and be intentional. It's all in the mind. Once I have understanding, understanding of who I am, understanding of good. Somebody was telling me today about, God bless your hustle. And I said, I don't hustle. I don't hustle. I know who I am. I'm a child. I don't hustle. I said, a child does not hustle. A slave will hustle. A child you become who you were because you were that thing before the foundation of the earth. You only go through training to become. You don't hustle.
Yeah.
You only train to become.
Beautiful.
So I believe is, once we know, it's a day that know that God shall be strong. It is the amount of God that you know that will determine your strength and your exploits. So it's actually knowing, it starts from the place of knowing. And once we know, put action and be very, very intentional. It doesn't just happen. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in luck. You need to be intentional about it. You need to take the steps about it. You need to be diligent about it. Something happened in my school last week, and the lady, after the assessment, I said no excuse. And I started thinking about it, and I said that you need to get to a point whereby you're not giving excuses.
Beautiful.
Excuses are meant to prevent you, but they're meant to be a walkover. Yeah. They're meant for you to acknowledge that, okay, this thing could stop me, but I have to go and learn about it and make it a walkover. So nothing should be able to stop you. So the only thing I'll give you is, Pastor Sunday, I realized that we can be anything. Nothing is, there's no limit. It is a limitless world. Unlimited opportunities.
Beautiful. Well, I think, again, here we lost Lolade again, and this is where we stop the program. Thank you so much. We'll see all of you in the next 40 minutes.